Hey everyone, welcome to Saebrs Pd. The SEL team will be going over our new assessment that our school and all the other networks will be using as well. So let's get into it. What is Saebrs? Sabre is a social, academic, emotional behavior risk screener that we will administer 3 times a year, fall, winter, and spring. The teachers will take this assessment and the students will take this assessment as well. Beginning the week of September 13th through the 17th is when the teachers and students will be taking the Saebrs assessment.
So Saebrs is a rating scale that evaluates where students are in terms of their academic, behavioral, and social emotional skills. With this assessment, teachers rate students based on behavior and performance observed in the classroom. Students also self-reflect and rate their own behaviors.
So Saebrs is really important because it gives us a concrete and quantitative look at the things that are going on with our kiddos. So it helps us to understand their social emotional health and how to best apply both academic and social emotional interventions. And then because we do tests so many times for this, it also allows progress monitoring so we can see if those interventions are successful or if they need to be applied in a different way. And then also because both teachers and students take the Saebrs assessment, it helps us with that tier 1 whole classroom support that all of our students will be receiving from their teacher.
So now let's get started and walk you through how to log into the Fastbridge system to get started in executing the Saebrs assessment. So in order to execute the Saebrs assessment, the first thing that the teacher needs to do is log into Fastbridge. Once you are in the system, you can either open the class list page or go to the top of the screen and select the word screening. Once you have selected the Saebrs option on the page, you will see a list of the students who are in your class that will appear. Once you have selected screening, you have found your class list, the next thing that the teacher needs to do is go to the student's name that you want to begin doing the assessment on and click the clock icon. Something that is important to remember while you are completing the assessment for students is to only focus on the behavior that is being currently displayed by the student. So you should not be reflecting on behavior that was done several months ago, but really focusing on the student and what they are showing you currently in regards to behavior, academics.
Saebrs testing time, the teacher component. So when the teacher takes Saebrs, it should take you about 30 minutes. The teachers complete a Saebrs form for each student in their classroom. Therefore, if you have 15 to 20 students in your classroom, then yes, you as the teacher will have to fill out the Saebrs 15 to 20 times. We are aware that there are some teachers who see all students or multiple students, and we're encouraging you to get together with their homeroom teacher and complete the Saebrs together. Now, as for the students, it will take the students about 15 minutes to complete the Saebrs. When are you guys going to take this test? Again, we're going to take it the week of September 13th through the 17th. For the students component, we are suggesting that the students take it after morning meeting because you guys are already doing that, or anytime that best works for you in your classroom, okay? And as for the teachers, that again, keep in mind that it would take you 30 minutes to fill out each student Saebrs. We are suggesting that you meet together as a grade level with your point person to discuss the best time to take Saebrs during your grade level meeting.
Students will log in directly to Fastbridge and select My Saebrs. Instructions are read to students, and students will also be shown how to complete test items. The test is available in English and Spanish. My Saebrs is read aloud to students, so students can be allowed to use their headphones or they can read them independently. Younger students will be provided with 3 rating options as shown on the slide. Please note that for older students, there will be 4 options: never, rarely, sometimes, and often.
So Saebrs testing is just like any test that we do here at the school, MAP or any other test that we do. You cannot read the questions or you cannot answer any questions that the students may have. So you may get a student that asks you, what does anger mean? And you cannot provide that definition for them. So the best response when you do any other testing that we have here at the school is to say, just do your best.
So as previously stated, Saebrs is a systemic assessment, and we want to make sure that we get the most valid and accurate information to make the best and most informed decisions in terms of supporting students as well as teachers. And so why does this data matter? One, it is informative to help strengthen parent communication surrounding concerns that teachers may have. It also helps us as a team, as a school, or as a classroom identify the most appropriate needs that students may have in terms of support with social, emotional, behavioral, or academic. As a school, we are also able to utilize this data to determine what are the needs in terms of classroom teachers or non-classroom teachers who interact and support our students throughout the day. We can also use this data to help us target specific goals that we may need to address in terms of whole school support, as well as Tier 1 intervention. As we know, intervention is effective, but it also begins with what supports we can put into the classroom to build that strong foundation.
So just as a reminder, after all that fabulous information, to access Saebrs, you'll go to Fastbridge, and then it's just Saebrs for the teacher, and then My Saebrs for the students. And we'll be doing this 3 times, fall, winter, and spring, so that we have enough data to progress monitor. And this will be happening for both teachers and students the week of September 13th through the 17th. And just remember that this can be done collaboratively. So if there are other teachers that work with your students, you are not alone in this and can do this together.
Now, at this time, we would like for you guys to actually log into Fastbridge to see if you can get to the Saebrs assessment. Here is the Fastbridge account, and then also the username and the password. We definitely understand that you as teachers are super busy and have a lot of things to do, but we also want you guys to understand that you guys taking the Saebrs assessment and having the students take the Saebrs assessment will not only help support that student outside of the classroom, but also help support all the students inside of your classroom. So we appreciate everything that you guys do, and if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask us. Thank you.